All right, what is going on YouTube? So, today I am actually going to be going over my very first ever lead generation campaign. So, this is actually a client. I signed two clients, actually, two tattoo artists around the same time. This could have been my second one. I can't really remember. I signed them pretty much simultaneously, right? So today I'm going to be going over pretty much how I set it up. I'm gonna go over the creatives I use. I'm not gonna go too deep into creatives and like how I set up pretty much all my creatives, just because that'll be for another video. But I do want to show you guys like kind of how I ran my very first one, the results I got from it, and then kind of maybe dive a little bit deeper into how I'm running his campaigns now. That is kind of what this video is gonna be over today. And let's just get into it. All right, ladies and gents. So we are now into the campaign ad set level. And again, this is the very first campaign that I ever ran. So as you guys can see, 217 leads total with a total of $1,000 spent on this campaign. So we actually ran this campaign, I believe, February, March, April, May, June. So at the end of May going into June. So with this campaign, if I remember correctly, we ran it like after 2 weeks. I had already booked him for all of June and then like pretty much all of July. So this campaign went really fucking well, dude. Like there was really nothing else I could have done better, nothing else that could have went better. He did a great job at replying to the leads. And again, if you are working with somebody, you guys have got to be particular in who you work with. At first, I get it. You want to work with everybody, but you cannot work with everybody, bro. You have to work with somebody that's going to do their part, because if you're bringing the leads and they're not replying, it's cooked. It's cooked. It's chopped cheese, chopped chicken. It's no bueno. All right. So in this specific ad right here, this was a traffic. I ran this as a traffic campaign because, I don't know if you guys know this, right? So if you are running a lead gen campaign, for the most part, if you are running a lead generation campaign and you want to funnel them to DMs, what Meta is gonna do is it's gonna make you fill out some absolute bullshit auto generated reply. It is bullshit. And we tested it. It did not go well for like the first like day or two. So we ran that for like probably less than 48 hours. So that's why it wasn't really my first one. We tested it, did not go well. And so we got right into this, right? I was looking another campaign type I can run to eliminate that. And with traffic and engagement, it lets you funnel people to the DMs, and it just does like a normal message template. So the people can type in, either ask like a quick question, or they can type in whatever they want, and then my artist can just reply, right? So this is a good way, but it has to be set up as a DM conversations campaign. Everything has to be set up to funnel to DMs, because traffic is technically set up for link clicks, but if you set it up for message conversations, it works perfectly. So let's get in here, right? So this was an AI generated video, and this actually hooked hooked, bro. So the thing about me when I wanted to get into this was I wanted to see how I could do things differently, specifically from the tattoo side of things. Because again, I niche down. I work with other companies now, like, but for the most part, my main niche is tattoo artists. And I that's what I recommend everybody else to do as well when you're first starting, is niche down. Yes, people say to work with everybody, but it's gonna be a little bit harder to get your name out there. Say if you're outreaching and you have if I have a bunch of tattoo artist results, I go send it to a car detailer, they're gonna be like, "Doc, I do not give a fuck about what you did for that tattoo artist. I am a car detailer," right? The other niches I work with now, they came to me from outreach or from inbound leads. So I was like, fuck it, right? More bread. I know how to do it. Like, I can pretty much get leads for any company now. I'm not gonna bullshit, like, not to toot my own horn, but it's what I do. Like, I just booked it. I'm working with the detail right now, and we've been working together for like 2 weeks, dog. And he's at like, I don't know fucking how much bread right now, but we're killing it, right? So I'm gonna dive into this ad right now, and I'm gonna kind of show you guys how I set this up. Anyway, so I wanted to do this different. I wanted to see what the tattoo industry was doing and how I could make my ad a little bit different. This is a AI generated voiceover ad. Nobody was doing this in the tattoo niche. Nobody. Like, this artist had other artists hitting him up because they saw his ad, and they were like, "Yo, like, is that like that? I saw your ad. That shit looks sick. Like, who's doing your, like, who's doing your ads? Who's fucking how's that going?" And, low key, I understand my artist. He's probably not like to other artists. He gets my name out there to like other people and shit. And he put me on with a lot of artists in his shop. But I can see him not wanting to give my name out to other artists, like competition, right? Which is totally cool. I love working with this guy. He has dope work. Crazy how I actually landed him. I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a story. I landed him. It was super easy. I literally just hit him up and I told him I was gonna do it for free at first. Of course, as you should be doing. And he literally was just like, "Yo, I've been looking for someone, bro. Like, let's get on a call tomorrow." Got on a call, easy peasy lemon squeezy. So super blessed, super grateful. That was the him and my other artists really, really, really put me on and really, really gave me the opportunity to do what I'm doing today as a full-time job. So this is dope. Quick pause in the video. If you are a tattoo artist, if you're a tattoo studio, or really any lead generation kind of business, service-based kind of business, I am getting into more new niches and you're struggling to bring in more leads, you're tired of depending on the algorithm, you're tired of boosting posts, shoot me a DM on Instagram. It will be linked below and we'll see if we're good fits. But yeah, bro. So I wanted to get into something that nobody else is doing, right? This creative absolutely fucking hit. What I did was I opened up with Santa Ana, which is where he's from, calling out the city that he's servicing, right? So Santa Ana, and then I hit the nearby cities, Orange County, Irving, and places like that. So I called those out. And then I obviously said, I'm taking on new clients. If you're looking for black and gray large scale work and you're looking to get your new next custom masterpiece, hit the DMs now, right? So it was attention grabber. It was something that not a lot of people have seen before. Obviously, the work is sick as fuck. And it caught attention, bro. Like people were DMing, people want to work. He got booked out. Yes, 200 leads. I mean, a lot of them were definitely people that were interested, but some of them were people that were just shopping around, right? And if you're getting too many people shopping around, that's when you want to change something up. But obviously, I kept this one going because it was getting bookings. Like it was getting, bro, he was getting probably like fucking sometimes 15 messages a day and booking in a handful of them. Like, of course, you're not going to book in all 15. It's impossible. Of course, you're not going to book in all 220 of them. But a lot of them were people genuinely interested in his work and people that are coming back to him and wanting more work. So the big thing with ads is you want to get people, obviously you want to get new clientele, but those people are going to be repeated customers that he did not have before. So that's just the beauty of ads, right? And then now I'm going to show you guys my other one. This one. So again, learning curve. This one actually was doing really good as well. I could have had 2 winners in this one, my very first fucking campaign. I could have had 2 winners. 2, dog. What happened with me is I got too anxious. I got too anxious and I was like, fuck. There was a day where this ad only brought in like maybe 2 people and I was like, dude, this one's cooked. And I didn't let you're gonna have bad days with your ads, you're gonna have great days. One bad day, it does not mean anything, bro. Like, let Meta just do its thing. And I was like, I got anxious, I turned it off. And now that I look back at it, bro, oh, and this was it. It was just a simple Santa Ana, California, open for new clients, DM for booking, right? I have the call out, I have the what I want, new clients, and I have the CTA, which is DM for booking, right? You want to DMs, you want people to DM. I ran this one, tested this one. This one didn't do too great, even though I just added a couple more pictures, pretty much the same thing, right? But this one, that one that I turned off was doing really well, bro. Like, look, I had 25 leads, $3 per lead, $75 spent, $25 daily budget. Dog, fuck. I'm still mad at myself for that, bro, because it's like, bro, I could have had 2 winning ads that I could still keep running. I'm gonna show you guys again how I fucked up again. I was still learning, bro, and I'm still I don't know everything, but I'm damn good at what I do now, right? So if you just take the steps to trial and error and figure out what you're doing wrong and you're learning from it, you will succeed in this business model very quickly. Well, you can very quickly, right? So $75, $3 per lead. I don't know why the fuck I turned that off. I didn't I don't know. I was tweaking my ass off. And so this one, my winner, and it doesn't really matter now because this was a June and July like campaign, and that's what I had in the video. So either way, I probably would have had to turn it off by now, just because I mean I probably would have to turn it off pretty quick anyways. But anyways, so I went to where's my frequency? Let me find my frequency. Oh, frequency. Okay, so my frequency is 211. 211 is not bad. Once you get to like the 3 and like the 4 and shit, that's when you want to turn off because that means it's hitting the same people over and over again. I turned this off because again, bro, one day it just was not hitting the because dude, this was bringing like 15 fucking leads a day. And it wasn't hitting. And I was like, fuck it, I need to try something else. And I saw the frequency was at 211. 211 is not bad at all, bro. 211 is not bad. You can run this bitch to like 3 or 4 because the reach was so high, like 31,000 people and then 65,000 impressions. Everything was smooth. I tweaked out, bro. And either way, it's fine now. I found another winning ad and everything's going good, right? He's still getting booked out. He's pretty much already booked out for August. We're going into September. But the cost per lead was also actually going up. So maybe I didn't do too bad, right? It was get up to $5. $5 is still amazing. Anything 6 to 12 in the tattoo world, even 20, bro. Because tattoos are such high ticket depending on what artist you're working with. It's still really good. So yeah, $950 spent on this one single ad, and it brought in I don't know how much bread for him, bro. I mean, probably upwards of 20 to 30 bands a month, right? So really, really, really good campaign. And I'm going to show you guys kind of how we're doing now. So now, obviously, bro, you could see, look at all of the ads that I've tested since then. So all of these ads, I've just been testing, testing, testing. And the way I do my ads, the way I do my campaigns and all my ads and everything is when an ad is not going to perform. If you run an ad, it doesn't do good. People say leave it on for a week. You never know. No, motherfucker. Do not waste if especially if you're doing like a $25 daily budget and you have like a $300 to $500 budget, bro. Spend ads up quick. You do not want to sit and just let Meta do its thing for fucking 3 to 5 days and then you're cooked. If you're doing 25, 50, 75, what the fuck ever that is, you already spent damn near half the budget, right? And getting no leads. Like you're cooked. You're cooked. What I do is I will literally have an ad running for like a day or two. And if I see it's getting not shit, I am cooking that bitch so fast. Look, for example, this one. 2 leads brought in. I spent $10. Or no, wait. I spent $20. 2 leads on a $15 daily budget. So that means it was running for probably like a day and then some change. Doc, I'm not letting that bitch run. I'm sorry. That's not happening. I'm not doing that. That makes no sense. It's obviously not fucking converting. Like it's cooked. Look at my CPMs, high as fuck. CPMs, you want that at least at like 10 to 15. It wasn't even getting any fucking really any link clicks. Fucking click through rate wasn't even there. Shit was chopped, right? Like you don't want to let shit run for too long. People got you, and obviously, again, you also don't want to kill shit too early, right? You got to find a balance. But like, don't let these motherfuckers that know nothing about lead gen try to teach you about what to do with your ads. It might be a little bit different for ecom. I don't fucking know. I don't do sales, but so peep this one. This is my new winner. 71 leads. We're at $3 a lead, just under $3 a lead, $25 daily budget, 200 total spent. So I actually just scaled this last night. So it might bring in, let's see how much leads is that right now. One, right? $7 spent. So yeah, again. So you guys have to be, and I'm gonna keep a close eye on this because it kind of was slowing down, but it already started bringing in a ton of leads. So this one I'm gonna obviously let run for a little bit longer. I don't want to make the same mistake that I did with my other single image. But so when you scale a campaign, keep in mind you the next day it is gonna kind of drop. The production of it's gonna kind of drop. Your cost per lead might go up a little bit, and your leads might dip a little bit. It's totally normal. Let it run, bro. That's a time you should let it run because Meta, every time you change anything within the ad, it's gonna kind of reset and go into a new learning phase. It's kind of like, oh, hey, you're giving me more budget. Let me go hit a wider amount of people, or let me go hit a different amount of people. That's basically what it's saying in its head. So don't trip too much. Don't stress. It's just another learning thing. And this is how I scale. Some people like to duplicate and then go higher daily budget. So I started this at $15 a day, and now I'm at 25, and only want to scale by $5 to $10 max, bro. Unless you're on a super high budget, then you could scale a little bit faster. But if you scale too fucking much, Meta's just gonna tweak out and it's gonna fuck your shit up. So do not do that. Um, so how I scale is I'll literally just change the budget on the ad. Some people like to duplicate it, and some people will just run the next duplicated ad at a higher budget. Me, I kind of like to just change it here, and that's just the way I like to do it. That's the way it's worked for me. You could do it either way. Really, it really doesn't matter. It's just the way how you want to run your ads, right? So I'm gonna actually show you guys the ad in this one. This one might be the same one. No, that's not the same one. Let me see. No. I don't know why it's named AI. See, I forgot to change that. It doesn't really matter. Don't trip too much on the names of the ads. A lot of people might overthink that, but as long as you know what it is, it's fine. See, this is not an AI gen video. It's a single image, right? So clear single image. It is Santa Ana. We're now taking new clients and DM to book. So what did I do here? As you guys remember from a little bit ago in the video, that fucking single image that I had killed too soon. This is the exact same call out that it had. Santa Ana, now taking new clients, DM to book. I know that that was a winner. So what am I going to do? I'm going to take pretty much everything within that creative, and I'm going to keep it the same, and I'm going to tweak it a little bit. What did I tweak here? I tweaked the pictures. So he sent me new work. Look at all this clean ass work. And I use this leg sleeve, even though you can't really see it right here, but you could see in the picture, right? So I used this leg sleeve because I knew this was going to be very, very, very popular in California, the LA theme, the city behind it, and a lot of people actually have been hitting him up for this exact same piece. So, and I also knew a lot of people like the Jesus pieces. This laugh now, cry later, sick, and then this other like Saint Judas piece. I noticed a lot of people hit him up for the Saint Judas pieces too. So that's what I took and I put it into a creative. So that's another thing you guys got to keep in mind when you're running ads. The creatives do 90%, 85% of the work. So take your time on the creatives. Make sure that they are good creatives, great creatives, right? No matter what targeting you do, no matter what fucking placements you do, if you do not have a good creative, your shit's cooked. Cooked. All right, guys. So that was my very, very first campaign that I have ever ran. Um, as you guys can see, I made some mistakes. I learned from them, and that's all you can do when it comes to this business model. You have to test, you have to try new things, you have to learn from messing up. That way, when you get deeper into your campaigns, you do not make that same mistake. So, if you learn something, if you you want to implement these into your campaigns, that is awesome. Like, subscribe, turn on your noties, as I am just going to be pretty much starting getting consistent on YouTube, and I'm going to be trying to drop as much knowledge as possible. All right. Appreciate you guys for watching. Peace.